All right. Let's dive right in. We're talking about Rakesh Singh today.
Okay.
Deaf judoka from Jammu.
Right.
And he just absolutely crushed it at the Asia Pacific Deaf Games.
He did.
Got the bronze. And we've got this news article here celebrating his victory.
Right.
But I think this is a story that's way more than just, a feel-good kind of thing.
Right. It's an inspiring story.
Yeah.
Well, and the Asia Pacific Deaf Games, these are not, a small thing.
Right.
This is bringing together the best deaf athletes across that whole region.
The whole region?
Every few years.
Every few years.
So just to qualify for these games, it's a huge accomplishment.
Huge. Yeah, and the article even mentions, he was the only judoka from India selected to represent the country.
Can
you imagine, you're not just competing in your weight class.
Right.
You're representing India. You're carrying the hopes of a nation on your shoulders.
Absolutely.
Incredible.
There's so much pressure.
Yeah, and this isn't even his first time at this level of competition.
Right.
The article talks about how back in 2022, he competed in the Deaflympics in Brazil.
Wow.
Which, for our listeners who maybe aren't familiar, basically it's the Olympics.
Right.
But specifically for deaf athletes.
Exactly.
And he placed 7th there.
That's amazing.
This guy is...
Oh, that is not a small feat.
He is the real deal.
No, you're talking about going up against the very best in the world.
Yeah.
And to be consistently performing at that high of a level.
Right. It's inspiring.
It says a lot about his dedication and...
his training regimen.
And the article even mentions...
It does, where he trains. Yeah, so he trains at the J&K Sports Council's MA Stadium under Coach Surajban Singh.
Okay.
And I'm really curious.
I was just thinking about that.
About the dynamic.
Yeah.
Between the coach and...
the coach and the athlete.
A deaf athlete.
Especially in a sport like judo.
Right, like you can't just...
you can't just yell
instruction
across the mat.
Right.
It has to be something different.
There's got to be like a whole system of visual cues.
Right.
Maybe some tactile signals.
Yeah, maybe even during grappling.
Yeah.
Like, how do they communicate?
Yeah, it's so interesting.
That's fascinating to me.
And it makes you think about all the challenges that he must have overcome.
Right.
Not just in training, but...
not just the training.
like finding training partners.
Access to resources.
Maybe even dealing with people's perceptions. And
yet.
And yet...
he's out there.
He's on the podium.
Winning bronze.
At an international competition.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Truly incredible.
It is really inspiring. And the article even includes a quote.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, from KB Jandial, who's the president of Rakesh's former school.
Right.
The Samaj Kalyan Kendra.
Okay.
And he talks about, how much pride...
the whole community.
the whole community feels like this victory.
It's not just his.
It's not just Rakesh's. It's like...
it belongs to everyone.
it's everyone who supported him.
Everyone who's been a part of his journey.
Right.
It just goes to show you the power of sports to really unite a community.
It's amazing.
Uplift people.
It is. And it makes me think what we can all learn.
What can we all learn from this?
From Rakesh's story.
Yeah, because we might not all be athletes.
Right.
But we all face challenges.
We all have our own.
Our own goals we're trying to achieve.
Yeah. What can we take away?
Exactly. What can we learn from him?
From his dedication.
From his perseverance.
Yeah.
I think that's the question.
I think you hit the nail on the head. Rakesh's story, it's such a powerful reminder that with hard work, determination,
and the right support.
You
can overcome anything.
We can overcome anything.
And achieve amazing things.
So next time you're facing a challenge, think of Rakesh Singh.
Rakesh Singh.
Deaf judoka.
From Jammu.
Who climbed his way to that podium. It's inspiring.
It might just give you that push.
The push you need.
You need to keep going.
Absolutely.
So that's Rakesh Singh's story.
Inspiring story.
And we're so glad we could share it with you today.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time.
See ya.